Hi, I'm Kim Skinner, owner and CEO of StampingImperfection.com. I'm really excited to bring one more fall card. So on this card I used an embossing folder and I used some framelits, a couple of brads. Let me show you how I put it together. I started out with a piece of Very Vanilla. This is cut, I believe it's cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I used a piece of More Mustard. The More Mustard was cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and the More Mustard I sent through, I just got the Textured Impressions square lattice folder, so it looks something like this, and this is what the pattern you'll get. And this one really looks pretty from both sides. I had trouble deciding which side. I just sent it through my Big Shot in my Textured Impressions embossing folder, so I got this beautiful pattern. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach that, and I'm just going to attach it with snail. So I'm going to attach this to my Very Vanilla. Again, this is More Mustard, and it's just 1/4 inch difference all around. Okay. Then I used 3 strips of just old designer series paper that I had. I've had this in my stash for a long time, and on this particular card these are just 1 inch wide. On this particular card I made them all different lengths, so you could do that too. And I noticed that I also notched out the bottom. I did that with since these were 1 inch, I used my 1 1/4 inch punch. I love that they put the sizes on the older punches that I have that I don't have the sizes. I actually wrote the size in Sharpie marker so I would know. So I just do something like this, and I just make sure this is kind of in the center, the corner is kind of in the center. Just punch it out and you get a really pretty little pennant shape. And I kind of like it when they're not exactly the same. If you're fussy about that, then you'll have to play with it a little bit. So I'm just going to put this together now. I just put these down with snail. And I started with, actually I should start with the one in the center. I'm going to try to kind of line that up as much in the center as I can get it. And I'll put one on the other side. The framelit came from the Apothecary Accents. It's this one right here. Usually I use the other shape, so this was the first time I'd used this one. And I actually really like the way it came out. Now you'll notice that I stamped on it in Always Artichoke. I stamped in Always Artichoke, and then I sponged around the edges in More Mustard. You could just leave it without the sponging, because that looks pretty also. I kind of like the way it looked there. So I'm going to use my my 1/16 handheld punch, and I'm just going to punch a hole in the sides. I'm going to use a couple of brads. I'm using green. So I have my brads on the sides. I'm going to use 2 Stampin' Dimensionals. Actually, I'm going to use 3. I only used 2 on this card, and I felt like it caved in a little. So I'm going to put one on the center also, like this. And just peel these off. I love how easy these peel. I had a different brand. These are Stampin' Up, and boy, those peel nicely. You can see I used the back for a different project. I played around with a different project. Put that on there. And the different color gives it a slightly different look. So you can see the difference, and the strips of paper are different lengths. Everyone is different. That's what being handmade is all about. And again, I could have just left this blank with the brads, and if I had bigger brads I might have used that. Maybe bows on the corners or buttons on the corners would look really cool, or some baker's twine wrapped around it. Lots of different things you could do there. So please visit my website at StampingImperfection.com. There's a great sale going on at Stampin' Up! From November 19th to November 28th. If you don't have that Big Shot, November 19th, visit my online store at StampingImperfection.stampinup.net to get that Big Shot for for less than $80 and get some accessories to go with it. The Simply Scored is going to be on sale on the 19th, and the My Digital Studio is going to be on sale. I have all the information on my website, so please check it out at stampingimperfection.com and shop online at stampingimperfection.stampinup.net. Head on over and take a look to see what's on sale. Thanks for watching.